Chennai, Iboan, Colombo. Hello and welcome to Sri Lanka. You're watching Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, and on Dialogue TV channel 77 and on my TV. Very warm welcome to everyone who is joining on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, from across the globe. especially from India and Sri Lanka. A big game here at the Colombo Racecourse Stadium. It's the AFC Cup 2019 playoff stage. A first leg match between Colombo FC and Chennaiyin FC. A big clash for both the sides on a hot and humid day in Colombo. A big game for Colombo and Chennai, especially for Chennai, the 2018 ISL champions, the Indian Super League champions, owned by Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Abhishek Bachchan, while Colombo FC are the three-time Dialogue Champions League winners. However, they lost in the 2018 championship, which was concluded recently. They were the runners-up, but they made their way courtesy of their win back in 2017 for Colombo FC. They have a few injury concerns as well. From their match when they faced off Transport United here in Colombo and in Bhutan. The first leg was a demolition derby when they faced off in the first leg. Transport United were shell-shocked inside the first 11 minutes. Colombo FC scoring 3 goals, a hat-trick for Mohammad Aqib inside the first 11 minutes. And they went on to win 7-1. And up in Bhutan, in high altitude, cold weather, it was freezing conditions when Colombo visited Bhutan. Their work was very much difficult, especially the weather conditions. But they managed to stage a second half comeback and win the match 2-1, courtesy of a brilliant goal from Isaac Adewu from halfway line, and another one from Mohammad Fazal. As you can see, the crowds are gathering up here at the Racecourse Stadium. Even though it's a hot and humid Wednesday afternoon in Colombo, there's a big buzz around the football fraternity in Sri Lanka, with Chennaiyin FC coming to Colombo, the 2017 ISL champions. The referees for today: the main referee Mohammad Hassan Mohammedu Arafa from Jordan, and his 2 assistants will be Ahmed Manzoor Mohsen and Hamza Abdel Abubaid, both from Jordan. And the 4th official is Cho Kwang Hyung from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And we'll look at how the Chennai team warmed up for the championship first leg. Karanjit Singh will be in goal for Chennai today, and they will have the likes of their star man JJ Lalpeklua and Anirudh Thapa, both of whom represented India in the AFC Asian Cup, which was concluded recently. They had a very famous win against Thailand in their opening encounter, where they won 4-1, and it was where Anirudh Thapa scored his first goal for India. Chennai are having 3 Brazilians, including their skipper Melson Alves, Rafael Augusto, one of their star players, and Elisabia and also they've included the AFC Asian Cup winner back in 2015 from Australia, Chris Hurd. He was in the squad, but he's not in the starting 11 here for Chennaiyin. That's a big surprise because he was one of the key men in the last few games for Chennaiyin, because it's where the coach was telling about that he brought in some stability back into the team, which they've lacked after Dhanapal Ganesh was injured for the whole of the ISL 2018 season, and that's where Chennai lacked, because they've been struggling throughout the season. As you can see, the players are lining up under the tunnel, about to come onto the field. Just looking at the stats in the domestic season for Colombo FC, they've played 16, won 9, drew 5, lost 2. They've scored 40 goals and conceded 20. Defensively, they were a bit susceptible throughout the season, and that's where they lost the championship by a couple of points. And the matches they lost were to bottom of the table teams, and some of the drawn games were surprise draws. While for Chennai, they played 18, won just 2 and drew 3, and lost 13. They were only able to score 16 goals and conceded double that amount with 32. It was the other way around for Colombo FC. They scored 40 and conceded 20. But this is a different ball game, and when it comes to the two teams, on paper, Chennai looks the strongest. They'll be out to prove a point. They are making their first appearance in the AFC Cup, while for Colombo FC, this is their second time appearing in the AFC Cup. They first appeared back in 2017 when they faced off Mohun Bagan. In the first leg at home, they lost 2-1, and in the away leg as well, they lost 2-1 to Mohun Bagan. But there'll be a lot of hope for Colombo FC coming into this match, with the likes of Badr Dimitri, Mohammad Fazal, who were brilliant in both those legs, and especially Mohammad Akib. And what head coach John Gregory told in yesterday's pre-match press conference, what he was telling was right now Chennai looks much more compact defensively. They are starting to find the rhythm, with the likes of Toy Singh having scored 4 goals and CK Vinith with 3. The match commissioner for today, Ahmed Sahir from Maldives, having 19 years of experience, as the ball boys bringing out the AFC flag, headed by Mohammad Faiz, the local general coordinator for Sri Lanka. Behind him, the match referees, Mohammad Azan, Mohammad Arfa of Jordan. In all blue is Chennai, and in the all yellow is Colombo FC. as the two teams are introduced. As the two teams are introduced to the chief guest for today. Captain for today for Chennaiyin will be Nelson Alves. You won't miss him on the field with the fancy hair color. While for Colombo FC, it will be Charita Ratnayaka in jersey number 24. The starting 11 for Colombo FC: Mohammad Siapo, jersey number 2, Chalana Chamira, Niran Kanishka, Isaac Adevu, Mohammad Akib, who scored a hat-trick in the first leg against Transport United, and the inclusion of Afil Mohammed instead of Sikur Rahman, who is on the bench today. Bodrik Dimitri, who again scored a hat-trick against Transport United in the first leg. Charita Ratnayaka will be the captain. Kavish Fernando in goal. Daxon Puslas and Mohammad Fazal. While for Chennaiyin FC, it will be Karanjit Singh, the custodian, Tondobas Singh, JJ Lal Peklua, jersey number 12, Elisabia Andrew Thapa, Rafael Augusto, Isaac Wamswama, Rantheli, Melson Alves, Germanpreet Singh, and Francisco Fernandez making up the starting 11 for Chennaiyin FC. In bench for Colombo, it's Mohammad Imran, Buddhika Pereira, Zarwan Johar, who will be key coming off the bench in the second half. Ahmad Shazni, Siraj Jain, Raumi Mohideen, and Sikur Rahman. Bench for Chennaiyin will be Toy Singh, Mohammad Rafi, Ralte, CK Vinith, Sanjiban Ghosh, Henry Anthony, and Nikhil Bernard will be the reserve goalkeeper. The two skippers with the coin toss. The official photograph between the two skippers. The sun has gone behind, and the clouds, much more cooler conditions than we saw in the first leg match against Transport United. But either way, it will be really hot and humid conditions. Alien conditions, you could say, for Chennaiyin FC, who plays their matches late in the evening, even though they play in Chennai, so much cooler conditions. They'll want to sit back, start off slow, as Colombo FC will kick things from left to right on your screen. Chennaiyin from right to left, as Rafael Augusto gets things underway for Chennaiyin, and straight away long diagonal ball in search of JJ. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Irshad Hausimdeen. Irshad, very hot and humid afternoon here in Colombo and a very big game for both sides.
Yeah, good afternoon, Awad. Welcome to all our viewers. Indeed, hot and humid conditions, and the game too gonna be a tough battle. Even though Colombo FC playing in home conditions, gonna have their work cut out with this professional outfit of Chennaiyin FC. You can see a very good crowd, and the crowd still pouring in. And an early kickoff, as mentioned by John Gregory in the press briefing. That's unusual kickoff time for Chennaiyin. Nevertheless, they will be geared up and they will know all about Colombo FC, who came up trumps against Transport United as a 9-2 aggregate win. As an early corner for Colombo. The other day, Colombo FC got the ideal start, and they will be hoping for a similar start in this game as well. As Bodri Dimitri moves across to take this corner. The height advantage is definitely with Chennaiyin FC as this ball comes in. Afil Mohammed just a bit too eager, went past it. So it's just one change for Colombo FC from the starting 11 who played against Transport United. Afil Mohammed, after a long layoff, has come back, surprisingly, for a very crucial game.
Surprising, isn't it, Irshad? Straight away, coming off a knee injury, straight away into a very big match against a very, what you can say, a very physical side, especially defensively.
Like I said, the height advantage at the back is with the Chennaiyin FC, and aerial balls will be dealt, I'm sure. However, Colombo FC must have seen how they play and
Absolutely.
would have done their homeworks.
The man with the ball who just kicked it up front, skipper Nelson Alves with the fancy hairdo, and Elisabia. The two centre backs are towering ahead, the two giants at the back. So I think for both the sides, set pieces will be crucial. And
Colombo, I think, should make sure they don't give any sloppy free kicks inside their own half, where Chennaiyin can make use of their height. We saw in the game against Transport United, in the second half, they were slightly slacking. As Anirudh Thapa looking to find Francisco. Referee deemed he took the ball illegally. Daxon Pusless, an experienced player, knew exactly what he was trying to do.
Nelson Alves coming back all the way from his defensive position to vehemently deny that it was not a foul from their own player.
I think Daxon did well to sell that to the referee. That's what annoyed Melson and the coach John Gregory on the touchline, too, having a word. The game is in a good pace. Colombo FC know their strength lies in the opening minutes of a game, and they want to take advantage of the start, the early kickoff, as Elisabia and Rafael Augusto celebrating his 28th birthday today. Looking to keep control of the ball. And once again, Sabia looking for JJ. The long ball. There's an opportunity for Bodri, who finds Afil. Afil Mohammed committing the foul in this occasion. There's Rafael finding Isaac in this left wing. Can clearly see Chennaiyin playing with 3 men up. And also Anirudh Thapa making those runs, making it 4 in the front. Yes, Momo Siapo looking for options, not able to find the target man, with that pass being wavered. Yes, Karanjit Singh starting from the back. That's well held by JJ, and a shot coming in. The Chennaiyin was asking for a corner over a deflection. The referee for this afternoon, Mahmoud Arafa, saying it's a goal kick. That's what JJ does well, holding off defenders, shielding the ball, and getting his players into the game. As Niran Kanishka and Fazal. Once again, a diagonal ball towards Bodri Dimitri. Colombo trying to push Chennaiyin back. Ventle fighting out with Bodri. Bodri comes out on top of that as Akib was slow. Once again, the long ball towards JJ. Melson this time unable to find Francisco. That's a loose pass from Melson. However, Jamanpreet winning that battle with Akib. This early stages of this game, Chennaiyin FC are holding on to possession. The goal today for Colombo FC, Kavish Fernando will be wary of the threat, as once again JJ in the thick of things. Must say an excellent crowd this afternoon, and the crowd still pouring in to the Racecourse International Stadium. Colombo FC are in new territory, coming to the playoff round of the AFC Cup. Last time round they got eliminated in the preliminary stage as well, as Afil Mohammed giving away a foul. Skipper Charita Ratnayaka coming ahead of JJ. Now Fazal with some space for Niran Kanishka to run at. Cross intended for Akib. The big difference in the midfield is Rafael Augusto with his physique. And here's an opportunity for Isaac to take a shot. And just wide. He hurried into the shot. He had Momos next to him to conjure a plan. He took the shot early and went wide of Karanjit Singh's goal. Momos climbing well once again, and that's a foul. Barging into the back of Anirudh Thapa. It's good to see Colombo also getting a bit physical in the play. They cannot be soft with a team as physical as Chennaiyin FC.
Well, it showed very contrasting scenes here from the one we saw a couple of weeks back in the first leg against Transport United. 11 minutes gone. Colombo FC had already scored 3 goals, a hat-trick from Mohammad Akib. And just a reminder to all our viewers, the 140th the Battle of the Blues will be starting tomorrow live on Dialogue TV channel 77, My TV, and on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. I think certainly the heat is getting to the players, especially the Chennaiyin boys. Very hot and humid conditions. And rather surprisingly, Colombo FC, like they've done in the Dialogue Champions League as well as against Transport United, hasn't come out all guns blazing. They've given the due respect for the Chennaiyin boys, even though they have struggled in the ISL this time. They know, Colombo FC knows what Chennaiyin can do. As Nelson Alves, long ball, diagonal ball towards the edge of the box, partially headed away by Niran Kanishka.
I think rightly so. Now they have to give the due respect. They cannot go hammer and tong at the start and leave space at the back. So Colombo FC playing cautiously, which is understandable with an outfit such as Chennaiyin, as Rafael sends in a cross. As Bodri Dimitri coming all the way back to help his defenders. Gets it cleared away.
And so has Chennaiyin too. They've been very cautious. They know they need to get adjusted to the heat first before they can do anything. As JJ holds the ball, Augusto is surrounded by 3. That's what Colombo will do. As Afil playing in an unusual position in a big game right after a knee injury. Very big expectations from him. Good ball from Charith Ratnayaka towards Bodri Dimitri. Overlapping run by, and here's a good ball from Bodri Dimitri in search of Isaac Adevo. He was not expecting that, and he was neither quick as well.
I think he was expecting Bodri to go for goal, and he was flat-footed. Isaac, if he was alert, I'm sure that would have been a tap-in. Like you said, it's an unusual position where Afil Mohammed is playing. However, there has to be a plan. We know how Coach Rumi does his tactics. As Karanjit Singh slips and Colombo FC are not able to get that ball in control. And you spoke about the heat. Now the Chennaiyians know by 4 o'clock the sun tends to go down and the cool breeze comes in. So they don't want to exert too much into these early stages.
An unnecessary foul given by Niran Kanishka. They need to be careful on it. because they were guilty of giving away quite a few free kicks for Transport United in the early going. They weren't punished for it, but you cannot say the same thing with the Chennaiyin boys, because as you can see, Eli Sabia, Melson, Alves, everybody going up and just towering above the big men of Colombo FC. Not so big after all. As Isaac with a wonderful delivery, curling in.
Sabia committing that foul against Kavish. So Colombo FC need to take their time.
Even though this has been a very subdued start from both the sides, the two best chances have come to Colombo FC, and both of them to Isaac Adevu, who scored that wonderful goal from halfway line in that second leg against Transport United. The first chance here, long range effort, just going past.
Yeah, I think both occasions, the first one he hurried into it, and the second chance he was not expecting that ball to come on through to him.
Anirudh Thapa, JJ Lal Peklua, the two Indian internationals who represented the AFC Asian Cup. Very historical feat for India in the recently concluded AFC Asian Cup. They did really well, especially their match against Thailand. They almost qualified for the knockout stages. They defeated Thailand 4-1 in that opening game, with Anirudh Thapa scoring his debut goal for India.
And JJ2 getting on the score sheet that day. As once again Colombo FC trying to push Chennaiyin back. These long balls seems to be the plan of the day for Chennaiyin FC. And so far the back line of Daxon, Puslas and Chartha Ratnayaka have done well.
Especially Daxon Puslas needs to be at his A game today. Very small man playing at centre back against the likes of JJ, who is a big, even though he's short, he's a very strong lad, JJ, and against the likes of Augusto and Melson Alves, Elisabia. The Chennai are playing a very high defensive line as Fazal rushes forward.
I think the more Colombo FC goes into the own half, the Chennaiyin backs gonna push up, as Francisco Fernandez, I can say Colombo FC, the more back they go in, the defenders gonna push up. As Isaac Adeu getting that ball cleared away. Not as far as Anirudh Thapa.
The crowd has gathered up, even though it's a Wednesday afternoon, a working day. Almost 3,000 plus spectators have gathered here at the Racecourse International Stadium to witness Colombo taking on Chennai.
Yeah, we were told it's a sold out game. Every ticket in the main pavilion. So it's very encouraging. The crowd waiting long time to see some international football has gathered. And so far Colombo FC have done well in this 20 minutes. A long way to go in this game, as Chennai having the lion's share of possession and territory. Still holding on to position. Tandonba thinking of a cross, then changing his mind, playing the ball midfield once again. And plenty of space in this left flank to work on, as Tandonba trying to take on Fazal. And Garmanpreet going all the way back to the defenders. Charita Ratnayaka not clearing that ball too far away, giving away position back to the Chennaiyin. So once again, you see plenty of space in this left wing for Tandonba Singh to make use of it. Goes around Fazal, gets a cross in. And the first touch from Francisco, not so good. And Mohammad Akib, the lone man up front for Colombo FC, just shadowing Elisabia. We haven't seen too much of JJ in the game. It's all been Rafael Augusto and Garmanpreet Singh in the midfield. And Colombo FC have kept their discipline and have defended well. And here's an opportunity for Fazal with some space. Needs support. That's a poor pass from Fazal. Isaac. And here's Momos almost getting through. That ball from Isaac. Melson not taking any chances, gets it cleared away.
Even though he's playing at a defensive midfielder, just along with Mohammad Akib up front.
Yeah,
and I think one of the tactics Colombo FC will look to employ would be the long range efforts from Isaac Adevu. He is known for that.
Yeah, they need Isaac up front as well, giving the height advantage the Chennaiins have at the back. They need Isaac to make those runs on and off. As Afil Mohammed goes clutching his knee.
I think with the conditions here at the Racecourse International Stadium, both teams would definitely want to get this first 45 minutes away without conceding any. And if they can score a goal, that's an advantage. But here's Fazal cutting back in. Tries a through ball. Elisabia was alert to it. His long legs preventing that ball getting to Isaac Adevu.
It's once again Isaac who was making that run into the 6-yard box. The referee this afternoon seems to be very strict with where the free kicks and the throw-ins are taken. No advantage given in terms of moving the ball up.
think from the Chennaiyin lads, I believe JJ is the only player who has played here when he visited Sri Lanka with Mohan Bagan back in 2017. And even in the pre-match press conference, what he said was the most glaring thing was the heat and the humidity. It's a factor for both sides, but especially for the Chennaiyin lads. Augusto.
They're still trying to unlock this Colombo defense. That's a nice cross in coming through. I think two heads colliding. Looks like Daxon once again. And JJ.
A welcome break for both sides. You can see the Chennaiyin players rushing to the sidelines to get some water into their systems. So is the Colombo players. And a reminder about the Spring of Madness, which is the March Madness in Sri Lanka. We are there to cover Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. The school's cricket big match season, as well as the school's rugby season. Already we've finished the first week of the school's rugby season, and few of the big matches will be starting from tomorrow. The 140th Battle of the Blues and the Battle of the North. Referee asking both Daxon Puslas and JJ. JJ was a bit bemused as was asking whether he too has to go out.
I'm not sure why he was bemused. You must be aware once you go down the floor and request for a physio, you need to leave the playing field and come back in. As both players now come into the fray. Colombo FC need to keep possession a bit. They need to play. They have been trying to break this Chennaiyin defense with just couple of moves. I'm really not sure what Fazal was thinking. I thought the ball had gone out of play. The wind kept the ball in. And Melson gave away a free kick on Bodri. I think the referee has called for a minute break due to the extreme heat. So both teams will go into the hut and take a minute break. Stop.
We didn't see the special water break when Transport United was playing. I think that was something they would have definitely liked. But it's a time for both teams to just regroup. It's 32 Celsius here in Colombo, and time for both the teams to regroup and to see off this next 15 minutes and go into half time.
Yeah, I think that would be the game plan. Even Chennaiyin will be happy. The way they kept position, they didn't look to go directly attacking. They wanted to control the midfield, and Colombo FC too will be happy how things have progressed. And just another 15 minutes for half time, and then from then on, regroup, replan.
And I think an extra opportunity for Colombo to make a plan for this free kick, because they definitely know the long cross in to the box will probably won't work with the likes of Mason Alves, Elisabia and Rafael Augusto in that box.
And
Believe
ideally, I think likes of Momos, Yapo, Isaac, and Bodri, all three should be in the box, and let the free kick to be taken with someone like Fazal, who is good with set plays, give more attacking threat.
It'll be Momas Yapo to take it, going straight at goal at the near post, and it'll be a corner. A very tricky one for Karanjit Singh.
I think even the sunlight straight at his face was the problem. As Momos once again, there's another opportunity. Elisabia getting his head, and this is the advantage we were speaking of, the height.
Absolutely, the towering figure of Elisabia denying a certain goal at the back. I believe it was either Charith Ratnayaka or Phil Mohammed who was hovering at the far post, but now he has an opportunity for Body Dimitri curling that ball in towards the far post. Again, Karanjit not reading that well, was able to get a hand to it. The wind blowing left to right on your screen, so the advantage is with Colombo.
I think the first half advantage is definitely the wind and the sun going against the Chennaiyin FC. Once again, Isaac climbing high. That's Fazal now. Colombo FC slowing the pace. Fazal trying to loop the ball above Tondon Basing, who clears it away for a throw in. I think Fazal was trying to look for Bodri, unintended shot, and Karanjit Singh collects it.
The intention was good, but he was lacking the distance as well as the direction. Here's JJ to Isaac, cutting back in, good cross in. Kavesh should have collected it, but was able to punch it away. Ratnayaka, Fazal, Augusto.
Rafael Augusto has not been in the game the last couple of minutes. Francisco Fernandez have moved to the left. Isaac once again looking for JJ. That time a bit too long. On the early occasion, I thought Kavish should have collected it. He was not under pressure. And a poor punch giving the ball away once again to Chennaiyin FC. Now here's Akib giving chase once again. Charita Ratnayaka not taking any chances, just clearing his lines.
The 18-year-old Mohammad Akib will certainly have his confidence up, but he will have a very long evening today against the likes of Nelson Alves, Elisabia, as Moma Siapo chases after it.
I think the other good thing is Akib is not intimidated by the two huge defenders from Brazil, holding on to this young schoolboy from Sri Lanka. And they are aware that he keeps chasing all the balls coming their way. And they too are not taking any chances. I'm sure they would have seen the 3 goals he scored.
Here's Isaac. Chennaiyin able to clear it away. But here they go on the attack. JJ controls it well. And Charan Shamira was able to clear it out for a throw-in.
This time round taking the wrong option. Both players moved in. Rantle went for the far post. Now Tapa not connecting that long range effort. Yeah. Suddenly we see even Chennaiyin FC not able to string couple of passes and giving away position. Zafil Mohammed, the two number 19s chasing each other.
Good passage of play here for Chennaiyin. They've threatened the goal a couple of times when came into the Colombo FC box. A few more occasions this last few minutes. Irshad, were you surprised that you didn't see Chris Hurd's name in the starting lineup or even the substitute list? Because I thought one of the main reasons would have been the heat today.
Yeah, indeed, exactly. That's the same thought I had. Even though being an Australian, get used to this kind of heat, but not with the humidity. And maybe the playing formation as well. There are too many midfielders in that Chennaiyin FC team. So
Mohammad Akib on that occasion going shoulder to shoulder against Nelson Alves, who is at least 1.5 foot taller than him.
Charita Ratnayaka not getting that header clean, giving away the position once again as a diagonal ball finds Francisco. And JJ has been well marked by Charita. He will know all about him.
Afil Mohammed, who now we are coming up to the 40th minute, who I thought has been a ghost in this match. We've rarely seen him with the ball or doing anything, as Moma Siapo comes up front, always clears it away. Moma Siapo going past to, takes a shot. He wasn't able to get a good shot, good power behind it. Almost scoring another memorable goal. We all can remember what he scored against Mohan Bagan in that second leg back in 2017. That was a Messi-esque goal, going past 4 or 5 defenders inside the box. This time too, going past 3, but the shot from outside the box, a very weak one from Moma Siapo, but a good opportunity created.
Indeed, for all the positional play, Chennaiyin FC, it's Colombo FC who have tried to take a shot at goal and put pressure on Karanjit Singh. That is good to see that Colombo FC is not holding back, and Chennaiyin FC will have to change their game plan. Even in the ISL, they are not the most prominent goal scorers. They have only scored 16 goals in the entire ISL season, so that speaks loud. Once again, Isaac telling his teammates that he should have been told that the defender behind him was too slow to respond, as Chennai once again coming up the field.
That was a no-no tackle from Daxon Puslas. He needs to be careful. A tackle from behind. Referee on that occasion was lenient. Augusto to Sabia. It was Thapa. Back to Thapa. German Preet.
Even the Chennai FC players, I think they keep swapping. Now Isaac have moved to the right wing, and Francisco moving in up front along with JJ. So some sort of a message has come through as the formation has been changed slightly, and Chennai still holding on to position. Don't see any panic, any rush. Tuxon once again clears it out. So almost a collision between Kavish and Charit. Charita Ratnayaka getting the head, clearing that ball off as Fazal. Fazal guilty of holding on for too long.
There'll be 4 minutes of injury time. He played in this first half as a long diagonal ball in search of Body Dimitri is cleared away by Dinliana.
I think 4 minutes of added time in this heat is not what the players would ideally want to see. Nevertheless, here's Isaac once again looking for a long range. And once again, not getting connected.
He didn't have the space as well, but nonetheless he went for it.
Yeah, and Tandonba did well there to keep the ball in play. Rafael Augusto once again trying to take control of that midfield. this comes once again the question arises, Afil Mohammed in the field. We haven't seen much of him. Was the gamble worthy of taking? Asikur Rahman would have been a better fit. We'll have to wait and see in the second half if Coach Room is going to make any changes. Apart from the initial stages of the game, you haven't been able to even get a touch on the ball.
Both coaches, John Gregory for Chennaiyin and Mohammad Rumi for Colombo, barking out instructions from the touchline as a corner for Chennaiyin. That's the first corner for Chennaiyin. It has taken them 46 minutes or so to get that first corner. Let's see what they can do. Colombo packing up the box. Good ball in. Just evading Milson Alves. JJ called for handling the ball.
I think Colombo FC will be the happier team going into the dressing room. This first 45 minutes, it's been tough on them. The heat, it's not only Chennaiyin FC. Once again, the referee wants the play to restart with a still ball.
Those are basic things, isn't it? And referee has every right to ask the player to do the correct thing. The players should definitely know, especially in the local domestic season, domestic arena as well. You see a lot of these free kicks, they are taken while the ball is rolling away. And the referee, some of the referees doesn't give it, and you won't learn from it as well. You think it's you can do that, those kind of things anytime, anywhere. As referee Mohammad Hassan Mohammad Arfa from Jordan blows for half-time here at the Racecourse International Stadium in this AFC Cup 2019 first leg of the playoff stage between Colombo FC and Chennaiyin FC. It's half-time. Colombo FC nil, Chennaiyin FC nil. Both teams definitely happy to go into the dressing room and cool down after playing in the hot and humid sun here in Colombo. Both teams have started off really conservatively. They knew that the weather will be a key. They wanted to settle down early. Couple of weak efforts initially came towards Chennai's end, and two big chances for Colombo, both falling to Isaac Adevu. Another long range effort, while another good diagonal ball from Body Dimitri, just evading him inside the 6-yard box. Moma Siapo had a free kick which was saved at the near post by Karanjit Singh. Sun was in his face, but towards the end of the first half, Chennaiyin got into the game, had a good passage of play, but even after that, it was Moma Siapo who had a sight on goal, a weak effort, but other than that, there hasn't been much threatening moves from both Colombo and Chennai. So do stay tuned with Sri Lanka's #1 sports sub, ThePapare.com, and on Dialogue TV channel 77 and My TV. From production crew, we'll go into a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the live action from the second half.
මේ දන්නවද?
මොකද්ද?
ඉස්සර කැප්ටන් කළා.
දන්නවා.
මේ අතුසිංහ ලංකාවට නෝට්.
දන්නවා.
කේන් ඩික්සන් දන්නවා.
දන්නවා. දන්නවා.
ඊයේ රග්බි මැච් එක. එතකොට සුරංග ලක්මල් කියපු දේ දන්නේ නැහැ නේද? ඕකනේ කියන්නේ පපරෙත් එක හිටියා නම් ඔහොම ස්ටක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
The pinnacle of school cricket. The journey to glory. The road to greatness. March Madness 2019. From 1st March to 6th April. Live on channel number 77 and Dialogue Now, channel number 1 on your Dialogue television.
The choice of every Sri Lankan. No limit.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
වැඩිදියුණු ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕනවරකට සුපර්.
The most anticipated school rugby league is back in action. Witness the match-winning tries. Heart-stopping tackles. Moments that will take you to the edge of your seat. Experience the road to greatness. Catch the Singer League 2019 live exclusively on Dialogue Television, channel number 77.
Melbourne යාපෝෂ මේක රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
Six Nations 2019. Catch these formidable foes going head to head. On 9th Saturday, Scotland take on Ireland at 7:45 p.m. On 9th Saturday, Italy host Wales at 10:15 p.m. And on 10th Sunday, England beat France at 8:30 p.m. Live and exclusive on Dialogue Now, channel number 1.
නිලෝෂි
Ravindu hoya?
ජීවිතේ ප්ලීසිං දවසින් ලීසිං NDB leasing.
And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate, it's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
නේරඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහාන
Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium
is the Foxhill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොරණරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට නේරඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිප්තදාස
ඇට් මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහල.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium.
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
ThePapare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට.
The pinnacle of school cricket. The journey to glory. The road to greatness. March Madness 2019. From 1st March to 6th April. Live on channel number 77 and Dialogue Now, channel number 1 on your Dialogue television.
The choice of every Sri Lankan. No limit.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
වැඩි දියුණු ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕනවරකට සුපර්.
The most anticipated school rugby league is back in action. Witness the match-winning tries. Heart-stopping tackles. Moments that will take you to the edge of your seat. Experience the road to greatness. Catch the Singer League 2019 live exclusively on Dialogue Television, channel number 77.
බැලිබල් යාපෝෂ මේක රස එක රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
පදම වරුනේ.
නේරඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිප්තදාස
ඇට් මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහල.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium.
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑ Kurunagala City ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
final showdown Candy Sports Club
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
Hello and welcome back to the www.thepapare.com and on Dialogue TV. You're live from the Racecourse International Stadium. AFC Cup 2019 playoff first leg match between Colombo FC from Sri Lanka and Chennaiyin FC from India. The first half ended up 0-0 as both teams felt the heat. However, both teams have managed to play some exciting football, especially Chennaiyin FC having the major share of the possession and Colombo FC keeping Karanjit Singh busy in the Chennaiyin goal, as I'm once again joined by Naud, the commentary box.
Yes, Irshad, very surprisingly it was the referees who were a bit kind of reluctant to come onto the field, wasn't it? They were the last to come onto the field. Both the teams were on the field.
Normally you'll see it the other way around. This time the three Jordanians rather, as Colombo FC kicking off the second half, playing from right to left on your screen.
No changes during half time for both sides.
It doesn't look like I was expecting Colombo FC to make some changes. However, Coach Rumi seems to be happy with the starting 11 and sticking with them, as Bodri Dimitri on this left wing, covered by three defenders, and Milson just not taking any nonsense, clearing it away.
Clearance of intent from Milson always. Ball taking a deflection of Daxon Pusla's feet.
Now it's Colombo FC who have to play against the wind and the sun. Useless, the experienced man, getting it cleared. Chalna Chamira to Akeb, leaves it to Bodri. Can Chalana gets a, was trying to get a good cross in, as Fazal and Afil were hovering in that penalty spot area.
Here's Moma Siapo in space. Thumping header by Alves.
A pass to no man's land by Isaac. Once again the ball finding him. Colombo seems to be looking to hold on to possession more fluently in this second half.
Here's Fazal intercepting that ball, but Akib unable to take control of it. Thapa back to Alves. German Preet to Francis. Here's Augusto back to Francis. Good interplay between the two.
I think Puslas also not waiting, just clearing the ball out as German Preet looked to cross, then found Anirudh Thapa, who couldn't direct his pass accurately to Augusto.
Irshad, one thing we failed to mention in the first half was the outlines here at the Racecourse Stadium, because this is a very huge playing field, and straight away you won't be able to gauge the outlines here. You need to get your bearings correct, and sometimes you feel like you are out, but not to be. Sometimes you feel like you are in, but looks like you're out of the field.
I think one thing could have helped the players is the advertisement boards. However, those are placed too far for my liking. So that one giveaway for the players of the outline. That's German Preet Singh being ambitious, not getting the right connection, as Kavish Fernando take this goal kick. Once again, Melson climbing high, a towering figure in the back. Once again, this time he's miscuing his clearance. Elisabia is there to cover. Momos trying to look for Isaac. Gets the ball. Here's Fazal trying to slit that pass towards Akib and Momos. Chennaiyin FC once again trying to keep hold of possession, as we see some movement in the Colombo bench. And we have Sarwan, Shiraj and Shazni, looks like keeping themselves warm.
The ball going off the feet of a Chennaiyin player, throw in for Colombo.
Rafael Augusto is not happy with the referee's call, inquiring into the free kick.
Here's Isaac. Long diagonal ball towards Dimitri. Tries to get away. Takes across. But cannot get past that monster figure of Nelson Alves. There's Yapo. That's a foul. He was just about to take the shot, and it was Augusto once again.
I think he carried that bitterness from the earlier incident, and just as about Momos Yapo was going to pull that trigger, he had his feet behind him, and is indeed a good position if Isaac Adau can get his range right, and even Bodri is stepping away, so it looks like it's going to be Momos.
The three-man wall for Chennaiyin. Chalana Chamira on the left. Momas Yapo takes a shot. Comfortable height for Karanjit Singh.
I think it was lacking the pace to beat a keeper in the caliber of Karanjit Singh. Yes. Colombo have started the second half well. They have held on to possession. Probably they have that was the game plan from the start. Tandonba not able to find JJ. Fazal now waiting for support. Useless with a ball intended for Akib, not having that pace and precision.
Good hustle from the skipper Charita Ratnayaka to get to that ball. Referee playing advantage. Mohammad Fazal. Akib almost getting that ball to Bodri Dimitri, just behind him. Else it would have been a one-on-one situation between Nelson Alves and Bodri Dimitri. You know how deadly Bodri Dimitri can be in one-on-one situations, but here's Colombo giving away position. Chennaiyin on the attack. Francis slowing things down. Thapa with a wonderful diagonal ball towards the left corner. Here comes a cross. And a wild effort. I believe that was German Preet. Wild effort from him, going way off target.
I think that could be the message from John Gregory. He is aware they did not try to hit a shot on target in the first half, even to test Kavish in the goal. So this time round, German Preet, that's his second shot, even though it's off target. That's the intention. Once again, Chennai is building from the back, taking their time.
Colombo set up to go on the counter attack. They have more or less switched to a 4-4-2 formation with Afil and Akib playing up front. Here's Fazal with acres of space. Again another poor pass coming from him with Mohammad Siapo, Mohammad Akib and Bodri Dimitri hurrying up front. Those are the little opportunities that Colombo needs to take advantage of if they are to take an advantage in this first leg against Chennaiyin.
I think they do have a opportunity here to take advantage because Chennaiyin FC is not pushing too many men up. They are playing in the midfield, so if they can get Akib or Dimitri behind the defenders, I think Colombo FC have a good opportunity here, and I have a feeling Chennaiyin are really not going to push. They will be happy to go back with a 0-all. They know they will be playing the second leg in Ahmedabad. It's been a very subdued second half so far.
Almost an hour gone in this encounter. It's Colombo 0, Chennaiyin 0. But a packed crowd here at the Racecourse International Stadium. We don't have the exact attendance, but I believe it's in the range of 5,000 odd, because the upper grandstand here at the Racecourse Stadium is the full capacity is 3,500. There's a lot of people watching from the other areas as well opposite the grandstand. Dinliana arguing with the linesman that it was not a handball. The referee had none of it. Colombo FC are readying a change, and it looks like it's Zarwan Johar who is about to come on in place of Phil Mohammed, who has been a very lonely figure in this 60 minutes played in the first leg of the AFC Cup 2019 playoff stage. You could say Afil did his job when he was brought on.
Yeah, we're really not sure what was the message from the coaching staff to Afil. The area he played was slightly advanced, and
it was a very attacking midfield position in which where he played, but considering the fact he was coming from a very long injury layoff to play 60 minutes in this seat against a Chennaiyin side, that is real credit for the man. And here comes Zarwan Johar, another man with the fancy hairdo.
Yeah, and a crowd favorite. You could hear the applause from the stands, and he's the man with the magic for Colombo FC.
Yes, indeed. Chennaiyin has JJ, Colombo has Zarwan, more affectionately known as ZJ by his friends, but he has been brought on to make something happen. He won't be that much effective defensively, but you can bet your bottom dollar that he will make something happen.
Matter of getting his A game now. We know if he plays well, he gets the team to play well, and if he gets sloppy, then Coach Rumi's gamble would be an issue, as Dimitri once again being sloppy and giving away that position. I haven't been in the game, Fazal. He had tried to move to the left. He had tried to move midfield. Wherever he have moved, he was not able to be fluent in his play. As Augusto almost reading the pass from Isaac. Maybe Zarwan coming in will elevate Fazal's game. Another ball to chase, too close to the goalkeeper.
Too much weight on it from Isaac Adebu.
This time round, it's now Chennaiyin FC trying to keep hold of position. Augusto and Rantle, Aniruddhappa, all extremely experienced individuals. As a nice through ball coming in the way of Isaac. Let the ball run. Useless. Using his experience, getting that ball to Momos. The intention was to Bodri from Zarwan. Hitting Momos on the way. As once again, the referee calling rightly. This is what we were speaking of in the local leagues. Some of the referees would have let that go away. Not in this level of football. It's high time the Colombo FC players learn that. As Isaac sends in this cross towards Momos. Yes, once again, Sarwan trying to squeeze that ball towards Akib. Lacking the pace. As Colombo FC slightly pushing forward, trying to play the game in the Chennaiyin half. Another poor throw. However, luckily for Colombo FC, ball falling towards them. As here's Fazal getting that ball down beautifully, but Melson reading the play, gets it cleared. Excellently done by Bodri. There's an opportunity. Karanjit Singh getting a hand to it. Akib was lurking in the back post. Just needed a slight nick from either the defender or the forward. Once again, Colombo coming close.
That was a really good ball from Body Dimitri, right in between the defense and the goalkeeper. Here's Zarwan trying to find the run of Mohammad Fazal, intercepted, but here's Mohammad Siapo. Fazal. Ball towards the far post. Headed back out. Zarwan has it. Yapo once again. Hounded by the two defenders of Augusto and Elisabia. There's absolutely no way past both of them. And coach John Gregory is not at all pleased.
I think Zarwan was asking for that return ball from Momos. He thought he was in a better position, but Zarwan was looking towards the goal, whereas Momos was facing the back. So it looks like even John Gregory asking his bench to warm up, and he is going to make a change. We'll still have to wait and see who are the players coming in.
Surprising that Chennaiyin, we've come to the 70th minute mark, still hasn't made a change in these hot and humid conditions here at the Racecourse International Stadium in Colombo. Here's Zarwan in possession. Ball towards Mohammad Siapo against Elisavia. Fazal with space. Zarwan. Now the defense has come back. Adevu with his left foot. Good ball to Chalana Chamira. The outstep. Headed back out by Elisavia. Chalana Chamira assisted two of the goals against Transport United in that first leg with the same cross from his outstep. On that occasion there was no way past Savia.
I think it was some good passage of play for Colombo FC. They're just able to get behind the Chennaiyin FC defense. That's what you need to do. And I think introduction of Zarwan had up the ante for Colombo FC slightly. He's been better with the ideas and in creating the execution. Still not 100%.
JJ. Well tackled by Chalana Chamira. Here's Zarwan to Fazal. There's much more impetus coming from Colombo now. Zarwan.
A very ambitious effort. Going with his outfoot. If it comes, it's going to be a wonderful goal. If it doesn't,
a corkscrew of effort from Zarwan. His body was going one way and the ball was going the other way.
So
substitution being made. It's Toy Singh who has come on in place of jersey number 24, Isaac Vanmalsoma.
It's a free kick in a very good position for Colombo FC. As Chennaiyin looking to make another substitution.
That's CK Vinith, who is on the sidelines. Two of their highest goal scorers in the ISL season. Here's Zarwan Shoha looking to make an impact. Curling ball in. Isaac Adevo. He surely should have gone for goal rather than across the goal. That was a big opportunity. He has had 3 of them in this match, 2 in the first half. And here's Chennaiyin making that substitution. After that scare, CK Vinith coming on. And it'll be Francisco Fernandez who is coming off. So it'll be a very interesting last 15 minutes of play in this match. Both teams putting in their attacking men into the game, looking to take an advantage into the second leg.
So 15 minutes to go. John Gregory throwing in their top goal scorers for the ISL season. CK Vinith and Toy Singh. However, throughout this 75 minutes, it was Colombo FC who were with the better chances. Isaac Adeu getting 3 of it, and the last one much better position to score. Tried to go across the face of goal instead of towards the goal.
And another much needed break for both the teams. And a time to regather their thoughts, make a final thrust in this next 15 minutes of play. Just a reminder about ThePapare.com. You can follow us on Facebook, www.ThePapare.com. And there's a special football page as well, The Papare Football, as well as on Instagram and on Twitter. Very trying conditions here in Colombo. You could see most of the players' jerseys and their shorts just stuck to their skin. The amount of sweat that has been pouring throughout this 76 minutes. Hydration is a vital aspect. You need to be prepared for it. It was totally different conditions for Colombo FC a couple of days back. They were playing in freezing conditions in high altitude.
I think that's what international football is all about. And if they're going to continue to play in this league or in this type of a tournament, they need to adapt. And they need their bodies to learn to adapt. As you see Toy Singh on the right wing. Also Rantle.
Here's Vinith. So from the looks of it, Chennaiyin will be attacking from the two wings. CK Vinith from the left and Toy Singh on the right. Straight away, Vinith taking a shot.
Then the head of Daxon Puceless came in the way. It looked to be on target and powerfully shot. So useless and needing some assistant, as we see even Colombo FC gonna make their second change. Buddhika Pereira, and looks like Akib will be taken off. And the confirmation, Buddhika Pereira coming in, and for Akib a tactical changer now. Defend-minded player for the main striker.
Akib has had a reasonable games in this match. Well, Buddhika Pereira is Coach Mohammad Rumi's super sub even in the domestic season, as well as in that second leg against Transport United. When he came on, the goal started coming for Colombo FC. He will be playing up front, wearing the jersey number 3. Colombo will be hoping he could do the same. While for Chennaiyin, it's JJ who will drop back and create those chances for Vinith and Toy Singh. As ThePapare.com is celebrating our 10th year. 10 years of sharing the passion amongst all sports fans in Sri Lanka and everyone across the world. We are coming to the last 10 minutes of play. Still 0-0 here at the Racecourse International Stadium.
You can
Toy
see
Singh looks to be a very active player as Kavish comes out and punches it away.
I think now you can see a little bit of urgency from Chennaiyin FC after making those substitutions. They seems to be getting the ball away quickly. Earlier, Augusto was slow, and now he's getting those passes up front as quickly as possible. As once again, CK Vinith on the left side, they're spreading the play to the wing.
Straight away, you can see the difference Chennai has had after those 2 substitutions. We were just questioning why Coach John Gregory held 2 of his main strikers, top goal scorers back. You can see why, straight away making an impact on the left and the right. Straight away Colombo FC going to defensive mindset. Almost everyone coming behind the ball.
Could be the game plan of Coach John Gregory. Hold on, not to concede. If they get a goal early, well and good. If not, put in the main 2 strikers, the 2 main goal scorers for Chennaiyin FC. As Kavish seems to be having a problem with his wrist. Looks good to continue. Kavish understandably taking his time. Yeah, with 8 minutes plus added time left in this game. Cadeo not able to contain Augusto, giving away that free kick. Colombo FC have to be wary, as Chennaiyin have put 2 more attackers along with JJ, and also you will have the likes of Elisabia coming up. Bodri Dimitri clearing it away as Buddhika Pereira gives the chase. Chalna Chamira with some space. Fazal doing well. Exactly knew what he was going to do. He didn't have much space to run. Get the ball towards the Chennaiyin player. Get a throw in, slow the pace. A good diagonal ball from Chalana Chamira towards Bodri. Was hoping that Tandonba will miss that. JJ has been very well marked by Charita Ratnayaka this afternoon. They haven't given him much space. It's a bit clumsy from Fazal, putting that ball into a very dangerous position. Doesn't look like Fazal will be able to continue, struggling with cramps. Another cross in towards CK Vineet. Here's German Preet. Intended ball for JJ. Not finding the man, and Kavish collects it and thumbs this up. Bodri, who has moved to the right wing now. As Colombo still looking for a possible opportunity to score. Try to take an advantage into the second leg, but with the score 0-0, the advantage is with Chennaiyin FC. We still got a good 3 minutes plus added time, sufficient time to score a goal. Rafael Augusto running out of space, running out of ground. As Colombo once again will take their time. Now here's Toy Singh, not getting that cleanly. Toy Singh apologizing. The two blonde hairs fighting it out. Zarwan Johar and Nelson Alves.
I think the two centre backs for Colombo FC has been immense in this match, coming into the last 2.5 minutes. Charith Ratnayaka, the skipper, and Daxon Puslas. Here's Body Dimitri against Elisavia. Takes a shot. Almost scoring the goal that Colombo FC needed. He is known to do those kind of tricks, especially we've seen in that Dialogue Champions League a few of those goals, just stopping in his tracks with that dribble. And he is an expert. And what a goal it would have been. Karanjit Singh was off his mark, but the ball having a bit too much on it and landing on the roof of the net.
Karanjit Singh, I think for a moment thought it dropped into his net. He was not tested in the latter part of the second half. Mere spectator. Once again, nice, brilliant ball from Toy Singh, CK Vineet. However,
that was CK Vineet deemed offside by the linesman near the commentary box end. We are into the 90th minute. Here's Toy Singh. Here's JJ. Chalana Shamira gets a timely intervention.
I think that's a goal-saving tackle, challenge or clearance from Chalana Chamira, however you want to call it. Firstly, the referee will race for 4 minutes of added time. And now the change, JJ being taken off.
And in his place comes Mohammad Rafi.
So
JJ has been well marked here today, has been rather ineffective.
Charith Ratnayaka exactly knew how to mark JJ and did not get any space. However, Colombo FC need to deal with this corner.
I believe this is the second corner for Chennaiyin in this match. The first one came in the 46th or the 47th in the added time in the first half. These two in added time. Let's see what they can do. All the three big men up front. Anirudh Thapa with the delivery, a poor one, easily dealt with, but he has a second opportunity. To Kavesh, punches it away. Gets knocked down by his own player. That was Charith Ratnayaka, but both of them are okay to go. Here's Body Dimitri with space up front. Mohammad Fazal going up. Is well tackled. Now game is getting a bit stretched. Yeah, into the last couple of minutes.
I think it looks like it's gonna end 0-0. And the second leg up in Ahmedabad will be again testing conditions for Colombo FC, with the huge home support for Chennaiyin FC. Even though the game's not played in their own city, you can expect a full stadium, being an AFC event and the first team to qualify from the ISL to AFC Cup, and with the group stage in line. However, final opportunity for Colombo.
Colombo giving a good fight to Chennaiyin here in Colombo. Zarvan Johar with a good delivery. Cleared away, out for a throw-in. This would probably be the last passage of play. Fazal Here's Toy Singh. Mamasiapo. Daxon Puslas clears it away, but there's still more time. According to referee Arfa from Jordan. That's an unnecessary free kick given by Niran Kanishka.
That's an unwanted free kick this time of the game. And Chennai can push a couple of men more, as they know this will be the final play. Now Rafael Augusto, the birthday boy, can he deliver a birthday gift from him to Chennaiyin FC? That was skipper Melson, well covered, and that's the final whistle. Colombo FC holding on the mighty Chennaiyin FC to a 0-0 draw in this AFC Cup playoff round, first leg. Game played at the Racecourse International Stadium. Immediate thoughts now on the game?
Well, we knew it would be a very tactical game. Colombo FC going against Chennaiyin FC, who is coached by John Gregory, a wealth of experience, having played for England and managed as well as played for Premier League sides. And I think Coach Mohammad Rumi had his tactics spot on. He was aided by the hot and humid conditions here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Both teams struggled. Both teams were initially really reluctant to go on the attack. Really different from what we saw in that match against Transport United, when Colombo FC scored 3 goals inside the first 11 minutes. But I think the best opportunities came to Colombo. Couple of them in the first half, both of them falling to Isaac Adebu, and another couple of them in that second half, especially from that cross into the 6-yard box by Bodrik Dimitri. Goalkeeper Karanjit Singh getting a hand to it. And all in all, I think Charita Ratnayaka and Daxon Puslas playing against the big men in the likes of Melson Alves, Elisavia and Rafael Augusto was quite brilliant. Both teams having 6 attempts. Colombo FC having 3 on target, just 2. It was a very defensive game from both sides, a defensive masterclass, you could say. 12 fouls coming from Chennai, and Colombo FC, even though they committed 6 fouls, 4 of them were in their own half. They were lucky to get away with the towering figures of Savia, Melson Alves and Augusto. Chennai getting 2 corners, both late in the 2 halves, just 1 offside. No yellow cards or red cards, very surprising. But that's how the game has been. Both teams, both players respected each other, and it was quite an easy game for referee Mohammad Hassan Mohammad Arfa to handle from Jordan, apart from those silly mistakes coming from Colombo FC, where they failed to stop the ball before taking those free kicks. But other than that, it has been a good game of football. Defensively, both teams were good. And the Colombo FC nearly getting that winning goal. In the last minute, when Badu Dimitri almost catching Karanjit Singh off his lines. But both teams would be happy with this 0-0 draw. And they go to Ahmedabad to play in another week's time in the second leg of the AFC Cup playoff stage. The winners will go into the group stage, and wishing both teams the best of luck. This is me, Nawad Vijay Vikrama, on behalf of the technical production crews and the content, and Irshad Hasim Deen. This is me, Nawad Vijay Vikrama, signing off for ThePapare.com. Share in the passion.